Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and this is a video in which I make my predictions for a League One match day 3. It was not a good match day 2 for me. My predictions were really wrong. I did not. I think I scored like almost a 7 or 8 point out of 27. So it was really bad for me. So let's hope I can do better this week. You guys can play along as well. You can comment, make your prediction in the comment below, and we can see how many points you get. 3 points if the entire prediction is right, and 2 points if the prediction is right but the score is not correct. So we'll see how many points you guys can make, and who gets more points, I do or you guys get it. So let's start with it. The first game is Lyon versus Strasbourg, and I mean, wow, what a dreadful start and an abysmal start Lyon are having, losing 2 games in a row, and they are just not losing those games. Like they are playing so bad. They have been so poor in those games, losing to Monaco 2-0 last week. They lost to Rennes 3-0 on match day 1. So that's like 5 goals conceded, no goals scored, and they look poor. They just look poor. There's nothing from Lyon, the way that they play, that gives you some confidence as a fan or as a football pundit or somebody who talks about football or who watches football. Like they look just dreadful. I don't know what is happening at Lyon, but it is not looking really good. I thought they would have a good season, but it is turning out to be a very bad season, and this is their last chance before the international break to get a point. At least they are on 0 points. They are playing a Strasbourg side who had a great week great game last weekend. They won at 3-1 against Rennes, and the way that Lyon are playing, I don't think Strasbourg are gonna have much trouble, to be very honest with you. And I think Lyon are gonna suffer their 3rd defeat in a row, even though they are at home. They were at home last week as well, so I thought it might be a draw, but they ended up losing. I think they are not playing like I sometimes I don't have words to describe a team, and this Lyon is at that at the moment. Like you cannot even pinpoint one person or one problem that is wrong with them. For example, like when I was doing the review for the for Manchester United last week, and I said that there is problem that their defense was really bad, something like that. Even for Dortmund, like there was in the Real Madrid game that their midfield was not good, like for example, like that. But for Lyon, everything is looking bad. Like no, you cannot say that this player is having a good season or he played that. Every one of them has been terrible in the last 2 games. So it is looking really bad, and I think it is going to continue. I think Strasbourg are going to win. I don't think Lyon score in this game as well, because they don't look like scoring as well. I am going for a 2-0 away win for Strasbourg, and the bad start of season for Lyon gets worse. The next game is Brest versus Saint Etienne. I mean, it's not like that Lyon are the only one having a terrible start. Both of these teams, they lost last week, and Brest, I mean, it could turn out to be a very bad season for them. They got destroyed by Marseille in match day 1. Then they lose to Lens 2-0. Saint Etienne, I mean, they were at home at Ligue, and I thought this was the perfect opportunity for them to get their first win, but they also lose, and quite like it's not like that it was a shock win. Ligue were all over them. Saint Etienne were very terrible in that game. So the good thing for them is both of them cannot lose. So but I don't think either of them are gonna win, but Brest are finally gonna get the first points of the season. I'm going for a 1-1 draw between Brest and Saint Etienne. The next game is Montpellier versus Nantes, and I mean, the less spoken about Montpellier's last week, the better. I mean, they were dreadful against PSG. You sort of expected them to have a bad game, but nothing like that. It was a men against boys. It was even worse than that. Like it was really bad. Montpellier, PSG like absolutely destroyed them, and I think Montpellier themselves were so bad it became very easy for PSG to destroy them. They did not really give any confidence. They did not show anything, they did not try to create anything. It was just one-way traffic, and PSG just carry on and had their fun with them. Nons, they won last week, a good victory for them against Auxerre. They would be very happy. That was their first points of the season, and I think they are gonna continue. Montpellier have not been really good even on match day one. It was just a 1-all draw for them. So I think Nons continue their winning ways. I'm going for a 2-1 win for Nons in this game. The next game is Toulouse versus Marseille. Both of these teams drew last week. Toulouse against Nice, and Marseille a last late call from Mason Greenwood against Reims. And I think this game will be quite interesting. Marseille, I say they would be very disappointed that they did not follow up their 5-1 performance on match day one with a win. Toulouse have played 2 games, and both of them have been drawn, so they would want to get at least a win out of a win here, but I don't think it happens. I think they suffered their first defeat, to be very honest with you. I think Marseille win it at 3-1. I think they are going to get back to their scoring ways, and I think they win this time at 3-1. And Toulouse, unfortunately, they are going to suffer their first defeat. Moving on, it's Monaco versus Lens. Monaco have had a good start to the season, played 2-1-2. They want to challenge PSG for the title, and their start has been quite good. As I said, they played 2-1-2, defeated Lyon last week. They were really good. Like, they did not let Lyon any like they controlled the game throughout. Lyon did not have a sniff of the game throughout, and so it was a very commanding performance by Monaco. And the same could be said about Lens against Brest. I mean, they were really good, and just like Monaco, they have played 2 and they have won 2. So this is the time where one of them is gonna drop points, but I think both of them drop points. I think this is going to be another draw in my book. I think both of these teams have just started the season very good. They look really good. Monaco are at home. You can go ahead and give them the home advantage, but Lens have really impressed me with the way they are playing that attacking kind of football. I think it is going to be quite a close that game. I'm going for a 2-all draw between Monaco and Lens. Next game is Ligue versus Auxerre. Ligue got a great win last time around against Nons, and Auxerre, unfortunately, they not against Ligue. Sorry, they won against Saint Etienne, and Nons defeated Auxerre. I got them mixed up. So now both of them are playing, and I think Auxerre have they have been really good, to be very honest with you. They play exciting football. They kind of in a way remind me like Luton Town from last year, where they play attacking football. They don't care about defending. They just want to go ahead and score, and even if they concede, it doesn't matter to them. They play entertaining type of football, and I think that could be their downfall. It could turn out to be a great strategy, but I think it will be their downfall. And I think where they are gonna continue their winning ways. I think it will be quite a fun game. I don't know. I think I'm going for a 3-2 win for Ligue. It could turn out to be a 3-2 win for Auxerre or a 2-2 draw, but just because Ligue are on the home side, I think they go ahead and wins that game. The next game is Reims versus Rennes, and Reims they played a 2-all draw against Marseille, and Rennes, I mean, I don't know what happened to them, losing a 3-1 against Strasbourg. I think they played good, and that is very interesting. They would be really disappointed with themselves that they did not finish at their chances, because if they had, they did not deserve to lose that game. I said that in my review as well. Like, it was such a close game. It's just that Strasbourg finished their chances, and Rennes did not, and they suffered that. And I think they have been better as compared to Reims, but like, it is very tough, this game. I will be very honest. I'm perplexed on this one. I really don't know what to do. I don't want to stay on the fence, because I have already done that with Monaco and Lens, and I will go with a 1-0 win for Rennes. I think not 1-0. I said 2-1. I think Reims will score, and then Rennes will get the win. The next game is Angers versus Nice, and Angers have not had a great start to the season. They have played two and they have lost both of those games, and they are playing a Nice side who have not had a good start to the season, but they won last week. They are not playing a really good football, but they have won the game, and I think this could be the game where they finally show their talent, how they want to play football and how they can play football. They are playing against Angers, so I think this is the perfect time for them to go ahead and get the win. I think it's going to be a 3-0 win for Nice. And we close match day 3 with Lille versus PSG. I think it is going to be quite an interesting game. Both of them have played two and they have won two, but the performances have been quite different. PSG have been spectacular. Lille have been quite dreadful. I will be very honest with you. They have not played good football in both of their games, but they have still somehow managed to go ahead and won those games. So that tells you, and I say that they are going to challenge for the title as well. So it is going to be quite a good game as well. I think it could be quite interesting. I think it could be turn out to be a draw as well. It's a tough one to go, but the way PSG have played, I'm going for a PSG win. I think they win it at 3-1 and they continue their great start to the season with a 3-1 win in this game. That is it for me in these predictions. Comment your predictions down below and we'll see who gets the most points out of us when the weekend ends. That is it from me. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 300 subs. That is our target before the month of September ends. We need to make sure we achieve that. Until next time, bye bye.